this is Wifie, just hands. So I heard you guys were doing the tie-bite challenge and I wanted to get on that. So I got my tie and if I can open it. Okay, there.
You need a big strong man to help.
Oh, I know, a big strong delicious man right there. So here's the tie. And we ready? Okay, here goes. Nailed it! Is this the is this thing on? Okay. Alright. So this is the second time that we're doing this, because the first time we were muted.
What? You gotta hit the button.
I didn't forget. I thought it was on. I can't understand why kids out there would do the type of challenge. They are literally eating poison. So I wanted to tell you guys of a couple stories. The first one is about soap, okay? This is why it's not a good idea to put soap in your mouth. It's nasty, okay?
My mom made me eat a bar of soap when I said a bad word when I was a kid.
See, well, my mom did it to me, but I didn't even say a bad word. All I did, yeah, I didn't even say a bad word. The only thing I did is there was this lady that she didn't like, and it was obvious she didn't like her. So we were coming back from the market or something, I don't remember. And this lady was standing somewhere, like in a house or something, and I stuck my tongue out at her, like, yeah, like that's the only thing I did. And my mom was so mad at me that she took me straight to the house and she made me wash my tongue with a bar of soap.
Yeah.
I remember the color of the soap. It was a green soap. It was nasty. Yeah, it was like bitter and stuff. I never stuck out my tongue again, but that's not the point. The point is that the bar of soap was bitter, disgusting, and it was so bad that I never wanted to do it again. I never wanted to be in that position again, so I didn't stuck out my tongue on anybody. I understand that it's what they're doing, and I mean, I was a kid once, long time ago, like hundreds of years down, at least 20 years ago. Yeah, can't believe it. See, when I think of 20 years, I'm thinking in the 80s, because 20 years means like I'm thinking like.
That's not even in the 80s. What are you talking about?
I know, but I'm thinking 20 years is in the 80s, like 30 years is in the 70s anyway.
No.
That's in my head how it comes out, okay? That's not the point. Well, the point is, when I was a kid, I did some stupid stuff because, you know, the good kids were doing it. But it wasn't like deadly stuff. It wasn't like eating soap and stuff like that. That's crazy. No, we literally, like, one thing was, you know, when you put your hands on the bars, hot bars that were hitting the sun, like, what do they call?
Walking rail.
Like that, like
guardrails.
Rails, yes, the rails. And you know, the sun's been hitting it all day. It's hot, but you know, we put our hands there and see who could stand it longer. And you know, it was the thing. I mean, you could have gotten a burn from that, but we still did it. One other thing, when I was 13, I hung around with these kids that were bad influences. And the oldest was probably like 16, the youngest was like 9. And it was just like 6, 7, maybe 8 of us. And we hung around, and you know, mostly we rode our bikes and whatnot, play together. But there was this one time in which one of the older kids was, you know, smoking a cigarette, and he would start passing the cigarette around, and you know, there was the kids that would cough and stuff. You know, when it came to me, you know, I hung around adults. I used to live around adults that smoke, so I knew a little more about it, but I hated the smell of smoke. So when it came to me, I took a puff, I just held it in my mouth, it didn't go down my lungs, nothing, and released it. And I had them full, they were praising me and all that, but after that I felt really stupid for doing that. I thought it was the dumbest thing that I had ever done, just smoke because everybody else is doing it. And that's basically my point, that if you do something and your head is telling you stupid, or you have this gut feeling that you shouldn't be doing it, it's wrong, don't do it. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean that you should do it. It's stupid and it can endanger your life. If other kids are doing it, doesn't mean that you gotta do it. You know, like my mom used to say, if so-and-so goes jump off the bridge, are you gonna go jump off the bridge?
No.
That depends on what bridge. I'm not kidding. I'm kidding. As a parent, you know, it hurts us to even think that our kids are doing stuff like that because they can get hurt. And there's nothing worse than to think that something's gonna happen to your kid. So if your parent gave you a talk about that, the whole type of, hey, you're dumb for doing that, don't take it like that. They're just taking care of you. You know, we worry about our kids, and that's just what parents do.
A lot of them might not have even said anything because they just assume their kids know better.
Yeah, you're not doing it. Surely my kid's not doing that.
I mean, these kids, a lot of them are smart. They're not, you know, it's not like they're dumb, but, you know, a lot of the parents probably just assume that they're smart enough that their kids would know better.
And when I was a kid, I did really some stupid things that my parents would have never thought I did, you know? So, there's that. So I just don't understand why anyone would want to put laundry detergent in their mouths. Gross. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to have a little comedy with this. I think you guys shouldn't be doing that. It's dumb. But yeah, if you're gonna do Tide Pods, use them for what they're for, laundry. And that's it. I'm gonna bounce off over here. I'm on my exercise ball, so yeah.
You don't want to sit in my chair, you gotta have her ball.
Chances of that. Don't do it. Okay.